In the terminal entry at the end of P2 describing the symbiotic relationship between machines and terminals, it mentions that the Hell exploration was abruptly and permanently cancelled due to something, but it was censored by an error message. In the real world, when the video of
Tenebre Rosso Sangue
was released, so too was an ARG, an augmented reality game. Individuals were tasked with solving multiple unintuitive puzzles and detective work to uncover something hidden. Part 1 resulted in our first look at the Panopticon, an extra soundtrack, and a website plug that one of the developers admired. We also got a section of the Library of Babel, although it was incomplete, and due to the complexity of the website, we could not finish it. To those unaware, the Library of Babel is a computer-generated library where every single book, every thought, every fact, and every theory, as well as unintelligible gibberish, is contained within this one website. I will have a link in the description to a timestamp in a video that describes it in more detail. When P2 was released, this error message was the end link of an unlisted YouTube video. Through numerous attempts and hours of searching by an incredibly talented player base, we arrived at the completed section of the Library of Babel, and we get this.
I figured it out. I know why the creatures are suddenly and undetectably appearing inside our facilities. I know why the spare parts and pieces of the machines keep disappearing. I know why the doors seem to malfunction and suddenly lock themselves. It is not a glitch in the system, Hell is alive. It breathes. It thinks. The entire area is a massive, intelligent superorganism, and it is harsh, and it is cruel. Just by watching us, it has learned how our systems and machines work. It has not only begun to deconstruct our technology, but also reassemble it into perverse ways, attaching parts to creatures it tortures, making them an endless army of death and destruction. It warps them across itself to get past our security. It locks our doors to entrap us with them. This is not an attack. This is not a defense. This is entertainment. This is an exhibition of death and cruelty and suffering for its own sake. It had grown tired of what it had, and we unwillingly just offered ourselves up as new playthings. Tom, please, for the love of God, cancel this project immediately. We have to abandon everything and seal this place away. Leave the machines and tools behind. Evacuate as many as we can before it is too late. I can only hope this encrypted message is received before the organism learns to read it and intercept it. Whatever happens, we cannot let this thing find a way out and spread to the surface.
Another dies. Bring me more. I hunger.
This explains plenty. Akita hinted at why enemies teleport and doors lock way back in the developer commentary.
All of them. And then he goes there, and right now he's like, the idea is that he's in a fight, and that's why the door's locked, because you're not the only one who gets locked indoors in the arenas, okay? Like, I don't want to spoil anything, but it does have a reason in universe why that happens. So it's sort of, this is supposed to be like a idea of like, hey, you're not a special robot. This is, every robot goes through the same thing who goes to hell. They all go through the same like enemies and all the same kinds of like locked arenas and stuff.
And now we have our answer. Hell itself is alive, a living organism, and it is angry. It is sadism. The purpose of hell is to punish evildoers, and hell as an organism doesn't care if they're evil. They only wish to destroy and burn and slaughter. This is chaotic evil at its finest. Let me speculate. This is not confirmed, not explained. I am just thinking out loud. We know now that blood inhabits every living organism. Maybe, just maybe, transferring blood into something creates life. Either it makes a new individual, or it is a warped version of the original owner. Blood contains the soul and life of an individual. In the existence of hell, so much blood has been soaked into all four corners of the dimension. Perhaps this blood created a hive mind of the tortured souls of hell, a collective anguish and grief and hatred that shocked even the most powerful of deities. Maybe this is one, or even the reason why God disappeared. God had apparently created multiple timelines and universes to create a more favorable world where all minds are subservient to Him alone. He is angry at humans failing to follow His word, angry that He keeps failing and having to scrap His worlds, angry at His failed attempts to create a being that does precisely what He wants. Perhaps the souls of hell He damns, and maybe the souls of all the previous timelines have converged in hell, a writhing mass that only wants destruction. This mass is beyond redemption or retribution. It does not care for forgiveness or shame. It is angry, just as God was, and it will continue to infect every world God creates. And He knows this. So He left. He might have even left, if you know what I mean. Where does a god go when he passes? This infection spread to Earth during the Hell Exploration Project. That is why there are demons and husks in the prelude. That is a human factory, but they escaped into it somehow. Maybe the husks and demons invaded Earth, resulting in humanity becoming extinct. There had to be survivors, though, for a time, before extinction and after the invasion. This terminal says the exploration was cancelled due to this link, which brings us to this article, meaning the message was received and acted upon. But they were too late. The author of this article is dead, and so is all of humanity. I do not know what awaits us in Act 3. Akira tends to keep his cards close to his chest. Maybe Lucifer is released and drops another lore bomb. Perhaps Gabriel just kills us. Maybe we kill Gabriel, but because we destroyed everything, we slowly run low on blood, and eventually succumb to starvation, and die. So concludes the life and times of humankind and their spawn. A not-so-fitting end to an existence of futile struggle, doomed from the very start. But will we regret it? Will there be regret when there is nothing left? We will surely meet again, eventually. Thanks for watching, especially at the end of the video. Many people used to just dip right as my outro or recap started, so you being here means you're part of that rare few. Good for you. Anyway, an important announcement. I have published my Patreon page. I technically already had it up before, but I canceled it soon after because I didn't think I deserved it. But I was convinced to reopen it, and here we are. The pricing comes in 4 tiers in increments of 3. The benefits include all that came before plus 1 more. Don't mind the names, it's a long story. Literally. I won't explain everything here since you can just go to the page yourself. But all of the roles do have special perks, All of them give you a special rank in the Discord server, and every rank has all the previous perks plus 1. A link to the page will be in a pinned comment below and will be in the description from now on. Please remember that I am very new to this, so I may have to move some benefits around or make some changes. I don't want to say I'm suffering from imposter syndrome, but maybe I'm kind of lowballing myself, and I think over time, once I see the results, I'll decide what best to do. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing or the right or logical move. I'm kind of just experimenting and being conservative with my estimates, but I can't also make too many drastic changes since this is people's money we're talking about here. Either way, please understand that I'm just trying to figure it out. If you donate, I really do appreciate it, and I want you to know it, always. Even if you don't donate, your viewership is enough for me too. Patreon is just a bonus. So again, as I gather data, and maybe my brain will tell me what to do later, I may make some further changes to this, but probably not. We'll see how it goes. If you have any further questions or suggestions or whatnot, please join the Discord, link below, and let me know what you think. That's all for me. I love you all, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.